So just moving on sort of quite quickly, as aware that we do have some time limitations, but talking about now what you've had in your housing section of your manifesto, it's suggesting assigning social housing to local people, married people and those in work. Does this mean that to accommodate married people you'd support same-sex marriage?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't. Do I think that's a decision for politicians to become involved in? I personally don't. I think same-sex partnerships are perfectly catered for within the civil ceremony provisions that have recently come into force. So whether it be male or female, then they can share a commitment within their partnership and have a civil ceremony. Do I think that same-sex marriage which applies in a church, which is what I'm assuming the question is.
This is just within the context of married people as per your housing policy.
Well, the question's twofold. Firstly, do I think that local social housing should be for local people? Absolutely. I fundamentally believe that's my core. I mean, we all have children, they all fly the nest, but we would like to keep them local. In order to do that, then there needs to be social housing stock. And yes, I generally believe that local people should take property. I think there are many cases now, many examples of local communities being eroded because house prices have astronomically gone through the ceiling, and children of people who live there for decades and more cannot afford to live there. So then they're forced to move away. So in terms of maintaining a local community, social housing should be for local people. But do I believe that same-sex marriage in a church? No, I don't.
So, do you think that there is any conflict between providing a service to one group of people only on the basis of a marital status that another group of people can't achieve is something
No, not really, because arguably, if we've had a civil ceremony, then I think that's kind of appropriate, that is a commitment to a long-term relationship, regardless of whether it's same-sex or
So people who have a civil ceremony, same-sex partnership, would under your policy be as eligible for social housing as a married couple?
That's the only reason why not. I mean, I think they've firmly given a commitment to each other by going through a civil ceremony. So I treat them the same as, a man and a woman that are married in the church, then yeah, absolutely.
We're just going to have to begin to wrap this up very shortly. But I'd like to ask you one question at the end. Were you to represent Corby, go to Parliament, and were able to support a private member's bill, what would you propose as a private member's bill?
In terms of Corby, then it would be expansion of the apprenticeship schemes for young people and an expansion of the technical colleges. I think what Tresham have done and Northwestern have done has set a very, very clear framework of what can work for young people. I think for far too long now, these kids are just coming out of school. There's nothing in terms of new jobs for them. We need to provide them with real skills and bring apprenticeships back onto the journey that they were 20, 30 years ago. There was an acceptance then that in order to gain skills for the future, you had to train them out. And I think we've lost that. Very much so. That apprenticeships need to be, and I think central government needs to be involved in that process, whether that be a jointly funded process, whatever that looks like. And there's still a lot more thinking around that. Then, the apprenticeships have to be on.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.